you could make a change, the pieces rearrange. I kinda like it when you start to realize you cannot hide it. The flame burning in your eyes, you should embrace it. When you start to feel alive, I think you can make it. I see someone who will survive. I see someone who will survive.
Hello and good morning. Swifty will be with us shortly. She is just pottering about getting herself breakfast, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting, so I figured I would say hello. And in the meantime, before we start doing Anna Morning challenge stuff, I was going to show you some Piggy.
He must say yes. Make him say yes.
Just making sure that I don't accidentally show you Mystic Crystal. As much fun as that would be. You. Okay. Oh, you didn't have enough time to do the challenge. Sorry, Ole. Okay. Yeah, there we go. This is my figure. I've managed to get the character controller on the Piggy feeling a little bit more solid now. And hopefully you can hear the audio. Here he is. You know, it goes up sloped. Run, the Piggy. He also. He also honked. Yeah, he squished. He squished when you honk. He's gone into sneaky mode. You're quiet and the music is very loud. Okay. Why am I so quiet? Maybe I just wasn't talking into the microphone all that much. The music is very loud. Oh, weird. Is it because I'm sending local sound? Does that make a difference? Doesn't look like it makes a difference. Strange, isn't it? Maybe I just wasn't talking very loudly. Is that better, Habbo? So I managed to do some of the character controller stuff. I can switch between 2 cameras. I can and I can reset the figure if he falls off the edge. And he also firebomb. I'm trying to experiment as well to like. There's a bit of a bug with him. There's a bit of a bug right now with him walking because I didn't like his walk animation, and I want him to quickly snap between running and not running. So there's a gap I need to plug there where I don't so much mind it when he's like running and then he just comes to a stop. That's good, but it's when you hold the controller down very slightly and there's like an area between his run activate that I need to fill with a yo, hey Will, how you doing? That I need to fill with an animation, but I'm not really sure what to do because having him do like a proper walk animation, it doesn't blend all that well with the run, you know. This is Unity, Will. So it's the game engine called Unity. Would it make more sense to do more of a sneak animation instead of a walk? Oh, how would that differ? Because right now he hover. Maybe I could just have him like lift up his feet like diagonals something. What is this honk sound? It's just me going into the microphone. Ah yes, look. I was doing some figure game. You're gonna have to make Figure honk every stream now. Oh, cool. Oh, you need your microphone. India said hello and then they like looked at me with his like, yeah, here you go. There you go, Swifty.
Thank you, Michael.
Spiritfarer has an interesting solution. When the character halts after running, she does a little stop animation, and they use this stop and also when you nudge the controller just a bit. But yeah, she also snaps into running. So maybe like if Piggy had like I don't know, a brace animation or something.
Why is he sliding?
Because I took out the what, because I didn't. That's the bug I need to fix now. I didn't like the way that it was blending between walking and running, and I also didn't like the way that when you stopped pressing the controller down, he would like his feet would be like until you stop.
To be honest, I don't think you need a walk.
That's what I'm trying to figure out around because I have to fix him sliding. So when the character pace goes above a certain threshold, then the run kicks in. So if you just push the controller down, you don't notice it. But if you put the controller ever so slightly down, then he does a hover shuffle.
I think you probably just want it to snap into
No
a run.
way! I can't believe this!
So maybe just have a really slow trot or something.
Beyond the new power bottoms.
Oh, thanks, Kizik.
Hey Kizek, thank you so much for the subscription. No, I mean like you go straight into running.
So yeah, it would have to be a slow run though. Otherwise, I could set it to do like a really, really slow run and he would look like he was moving in slow motion.
Would it have to be a slow run? Like, why can't you just have the run be at speed when you snap into it?
Well, the issue here is that if you push the controller down just a little
Uh-huh.
and have that slow movement, you'd want an animation to trigger then.
Well, what if you don't have the slow movement?
Then I think the controller would feel really unresponsive.
Well, that would be running right now.
Right.
Because you're going on the assumption that your player isn't going to want to push down the controller very, very slightly to make Piggy go very slowly.
Mm.
Because you're going on the assumption that if the gameplay is jousting one another,
You got to be running around.
you're going to want to be running all the time, and you're not going to need a walk.
Yeah.
So in terms of like, if you think about, I guess I haven't played Spiritfarer, but if you think about what Hinkapink was saying about Stella snapping into the run, it's not like Stella runs faster when you push the analog stick down more. Like, she has a run speed
Mhm.
that she snaps into
Mhm.
when the analog gets to a certain threshold.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like, I agree that he doesn't need a walk. I removed the walk. Now we're figuring out how to bridge this gap in a way that feels good.
Well, if you don't need a walk, then you don't need him to travel slowly, in which case you don't need him to move at all when he's travelling slowly. If you want him to travel slowly at that speed, then you might as well put a walk in. If you don't want him to travel slowly at that speed, then just have it snap between him not moving and him running. I don't know if that's good advice or not.
It would dead zone like 30% of the controller.
Well, I'm not saying to dead zone it, I'm saying make that a run.
Right. Okay.
If that makes sense. Wave says, if I may make a bit of a selfish request, do you guys mind looking at mine first? I have to sleep soon and my laptop will run out of battery. Yes, we can look at yours first, Wave FN, no problem. I don't know if I'm giving good advice on this, guys, at all. Because I've never made a game in Unity like this, so...
Like when I bring the threshold down, he goes into the run, but it's very...
Well, I mean, can you have the speed be like auto ping into something?
Oh, like as soon as you press the controller down.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but you want a little bit of variable. Like if it was just constant, no matter how much you put the controller down, like it was almost like a D-pad, then I think you would lose a little bit of finesse.
Well, in that case, you need a walk, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna let people push down the controller a tiny bit to move slowly.
Yeah. I just need a walk that looks good.
Okay.
And the walk that I currently have is a bit jank.
I'm glad you guys liked the game I made. It wasn't quite as advanced as this.
It was more advanced than this.
Piggy only had one speed in my game.
Also, Wave FN. We'll totally look at yours first. That's fine.
I realise now why you were okay to come on stream while I grabbed a cup of tea, and it was because you just wanted to show everyone Pigoo.
Yeah, I did. Of course.
Taking advantage.
I'm proud of my progress.
I need to be in charge of dialogue. I don't think there will be any dialogue. Guys, which I think Mike will make some funny stuff as well. Mike has proven that he can make very funny, very cute stuff. Naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this pig. Oh my gosh. Okay. If all you're gonna do is just this,
yeah.
then
We can switch over.
yeah.
Thank you. This has been your daily Pigoo update.
So which one is Wave Offends?
Let me switch us over to this one.
Oh, it's the one with the running ball. Okay.
You'll need to switch on your NDI.
Thank you. This one. Is this right? Let me know when you can see it. And Doig, you're quiet again.
I'm quiet again. I think it must be the microphone.
I think stop talking across it and start talking into it.
Okay, there you go.
Cool. So this is it, right?
I believe so.
Awesome. And you had 20 minutes to do this. Well, congratulations on getting something in. That's awesome. You guys ready?
I think that's the whole screen. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I'm just checking I have the whole submission there. I think that is all of it.
Oh. Kurzak says, Doig, do you know the rule of thumb for talking distance between mouth and mic? No?
No.
What is it?
Is it you need to be a thumb's distance away?
That's really close.
Don't be 5 miles away.
Abba says, I'm having trouble listening to you guys over the loud music. I gotta have a surfer hand in between. Really? Because I'm way closer than that.
Habbo, do you have like some sort of like your side compressor or something changing the audio? Because I've got my setup is no different than usual.
Well, what does everyone else think in chat? Is everyone else also hearing the music louder than usual today? I have like a 3-finger gap between my mouth and the mic. Weird. I am just louder in real life, that's true.
I don't know what's up with my microphone. It looks the same.
Have you lowered the noise gate on it? Oh, weird. He's unplugged it now, so... What are you doing? Okay. He looked like he was wrestling with it, but he was tightening the support on it. Maybe you can add a little bit of gain just to yours to even us out a little bit. Yeah.
There, I've replugged it in. Is that still quiet?
See you, Kimmy. Thank you for hanging out and looking at the pig.
Testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2.
I'm just waiting for responses from your question.
I sound fine to you, Kurzak. Sounds good. Okay.
Right, I'm gonna hit play on this. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, Awesome. Oh my gosh. That actually scared me at the end. It was like a jump scare. I can't believe you actually frightened me. I jumped a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
There was horror. I was scared. Oh my gosh. So goofy. I love it. Ah! This is really good. 20 minutes. Wow. Nice job. Yeah, that's a nice satisfying run you've got there. Like, I like the squash and stretch you have as well. You could get more squash and stretch in there. Oh, look. Yeah, you have a little bit of squash sometimes, it feels, because you have the eye close on the down, which is nice to add a bit of variety to the cycle. But I think you could squash the body a little bit more than you do on the other ones. So let me have a look. Yeah.
I like with the kind of auto matting, it looks like they're wearing some sort of like cling filmed suit.
Oh yeah, it does. Automat's amazing, man. Automat saves my life. Yeah, you might be gaining a little bit of mass in this squish here. So you might want to be just try and be aware of that. Let's see. I think if you kept the contact position a little bit higher too, you could create like a really nice sense of them springing into the air. Let's have a look. Let me do a little doodle. Yeah. Because I kind of want them to go higher up, you know. Oh, there we go. So the height position here is the same height as the position where they launch off the ground. I think I'd like that to be higher, like when I'm watching it, so it really feels like they're launching off. At the minute, the run feels a little bit more laid back because they're not really pushing off the ground too much. So maybe try pushing them up into the air a little bit here. Yippee doop doop doop. So that this isn't even with the previous frame. Yeah. I just leave it like the same. Push upwards. When legs leave floor. I like the music. Hiya! Yeah, exactly. And then, let's see, hold that drawing. And then this contact, I think you can keep. What? Add sketch. Oh, new sketch is what I want. And then I think you can have them stay up a little bit here. Again, apologies for my chicken scratch. You know, you could even give them a little bit of a stretch here as they come down. Maybe it'll be a bit too much because then it'll be sitting directly next to the weight position, I think, which will probably be your squash.
Yeah, they're not falling to that far.
Just, I'm so tempted to make everything so squashy and stretchy all the time. You know what would be really nice as well?
What?
If you added a little bit of rotation
Oh yeah.
to the head. So you could either drag the head or, you could lead with the head so they're looking where they're going to go before they do it. And you could also add sideways rotation on depending on which leg is pushing backwards and forwards.
And just have those facial features sort of like go less and more in profile.
Yeah, that would add a lot of finesse to it. So, for example, here we have squash, and then they're about to take off here. You could start rotating that head down a little bit.
I thought so.
What is it?
Hab was like, oh my god, okay, I installed FFC yesterday and it had this audio compressor on the Twitch player. Yes.
What's FFZ?
Frankenface something.
Oh, weird. Why would it have that? That's so weird.
Yeah, so it adds an audio compressor onto Twitch streams that you're watching, and it can like balance the audio a bit much, but it was probably noticing that my music was way low and being like, push that up, push voice down.
You don't need to hear the people, you just need to hear the music.
Petition to call squash and stretch honk and stretch.
Honk!
Honk and squish.
Have a little bit of rotation. There. And then this would just need to be more like that. So it's a bit messy, but you get a little bit of drag then with the face.
What is the word you usually say for like a pig noise?
Oink
It oinks, yeah. That was it.
or snort.
Oink. I like the word honk better.
Honk! That's what geese do. Maybe drag the face. Down a bit here. Add some rotation. So we're not just staring straight forward every single frame. I think that'll be nice. Yeah, boy! The other thing to watch out about is just like to make sure the legs don't get don't change length too much. Like you have this leg here, and then the next frame it's straight but much shorter. So it's I didn't really notice because it's kind of cartoony. But you could have the passing position down here and keep it bent to keep that realism if you wanted.
If you wanted to keep it cartoony as well, you could have it bend rather than bend in a curve.
Yeah, I think if you wanted to do that, you'd have to take out the very hard bends in the rest of the animation too.
Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to just one frame have it rubber hose and the rest of the time have really articulated elbows. I mean, you could do it, but it would be something that I would give feedback on and be like, you probably want to pick one.
Oh, okay.
For this type of movement. Because it's going to be a cycle. Whoops. There we go. Watch leg doesn't shrink. and then just ah.
Very good, Swift.
Yeah, nice job, WaveFN. Thank you so much for taking part. Thank you, Porky, for encouraging WaveFN to take part too.
Yeah, thank you.
This is awesome. 20 minutes, WaveFN. Like, you nailed it, dude.
I wanted to show Hinky Pink's what we got? Reenactment of yesterday.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Just between.
We'll go to
reviews.
Hinky Pink's next as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Here it is on Twitter if you want to click that link and do it.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Hinky Pink did a sort of like a comic / animated comic based on India's review of Kimmy's Dinosaur.
Mike showed me this yesterday when I was in bed. It's so funny. I love it. This must have taken you ages to do, Hinky Pink. Thank you so much. I wonder if I can zoom in any. There we go. Give you guys the full glory of it. Isn't it amazing? You even clarified my dinosaur poses and proofed them all up.
It's so glorious.
It's amazing. I love it so much. I was laughing my head off.
Yeah, I saw it and then I rushed down. India was relaxing downstairs and I rushed down and like pretty much opened her Twitter app for her and navigated and was like,
Yeah,
"Look,
you were just like, look at this.
look, you must see."
So good. Oh yeah, we were going to ask if we could use this at the beginning of the stream. When we have the different pieces of art.
Oh yeah,
We could ask you permission.
do it. Cool.
These drawings are so great. Oh my gosh, I can't stop watching it. I have to stop so I can give you feedback. But also, it's so perfect. Oh, awesome! Thank you so much, Hinky Pink. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get to see it every morning. Pretty great. All right. Let me navigate back. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Are you ready? Oh, wow. Cool. Got some gymnastics going on. It's awesome, Hinky Pink. It's cool to see those body mechanics coming into play. Wow. You animated the entire thing on wands as well. I guess that's one cool thing about animating over footage is people are kind of encouraged to work on wands, which I don't think people would usually do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. Let's see.
I'm gonna say it before you do. Really nice anticipation on the leap from the handstand or the cartwheel.
You mean when they like handspring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm trying it at a few different speeds because to me it feels a little bit fast on 24 frames a second. And I think that's a side effect of working on wands. Like, I think you're probably used to working on not wands, so your spacing kind of reflects that. It's difficult because on this challenge, because of the nature of it,
Mm-hmm.
like running alongside something, it feels more natural to work kind of straight ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But pose to pose will help you make sure that the timing is feeling like natural. Because at the minute, to me, the movement feels a bit too fast.
Yeah. I think in terms of staging and stuff, you maybe wanted to have them come on a little earlier, and so the thing they're vaulting across has a little bit of time for them to anticipate leap onto, and then you still have a little bit of room for them while it's still tracking across the screen for them to do the vault. Because right now it's kind of like up, on, off very fast.
Oh, I see. You mean like when it's over here, you'd want to be vaulting onto it then?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I was going to say, like, you probably couldn't go any earlier if the footage starts here.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know when footage.
I think it's just because a lot of animators aren't used to working on ones, so the spacing still feels like it's on twos. So I'll put a general note here at the top. Cool. Feels a little fast. This is why ones are a pain. Because you have to do twice the amount of drawings. What's your spacing on ones?
Yeah, it's twice the amount of drawings, it's not double the amount of things that they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like normally you'd be able to do a jump in like, you know, 6 to 8 frames, but when you're on ones, no dude, you gotta like 16 frame that thing. It feels like you're moving super slow, but then in motion. So let me just aside from that general note, let's have a look at some of the arcs and such. So here.
Oh, there's one where it kind of hovers.
Hovers? You mean here? That's just on twos.
Oh.
That's fine to do. That's just because the drawing isn't changing, but the background is. So there's something with the arc here. I think it's probably I think it's less the pelvis and more the upper body, but I think the pelvis also could do with just its arcs being smoothed out a little bit. Let me use my special technique here. Add to sketch. Okay, so we can trace the movement path here. So that's basically the same. So it feels a bit like it snaps backwards here. Whereas we probably want it to continue this smooth path downwards. And when you are... In fact, let me do that in a different colour. That would be good, wouldn't it? That'd make it easier to see what I'm talking about.
Would it though, if the... It's tricky because you're tracking the arc, but the arc is moving constantly to the right. Is this more like a perception thing? Like it would probably work like it is there in reality, but on screen in animation, you'd want the arc to be smooth for the eye.
It's simply that if you're setting up an arc to go in a particular direction, you don't want one frame out of place.
Yeah.
Because regardless of if the background is moving or not, that will still make the arc not feel right.
I just mean that point in space where the green circle is has moved to where the red circle is because of the movement of the train.
Yeah, but then you have to account for that in every single other frame.
Okay.
Which means that the arc would still make sense with itself.
Okay.
Like you wouldn't have that one frame. Like you could land here and then have it pull backwards on the next frame.
Yeah.
To show that now you've landed on something, you're going to be pulled backwards.
Okay.
But because you set the arc up to do this, I think it's going to feel off unless you complete that arc.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'm just reasoning it out.
And I think also when you're up here, rather than having two positions in this very top one not moving, you probably want to just edge one over a bit to keep that movement going so that you're not suddenly stopping in midair. So, I'll just put watch art. Let me then take that off screen. And then you have this nice spring forward. You see now the feet, when they land, are tracking real nice on that wall.
Mm-hmm.
I think the spring forward here, you probably just want a few more frames, like maybe an in-between between this and this, to again just smooth out the arc a little bit. This spring is so nice. I really love these positions that you have going on. Like really, really nice line of action going on there. And you can kind of see the line of action animating as well, which is super nice. Again, super nice positions here. Probably just need a few more in-betweens, which is really tough because the more drawings you do, like, obviously, the further off screen your person's gonna be.
Yeah.
So, I think Mike's right when he says it might help to start a little bit further along the wall so you have the frames to spend. And then this arc is really nice. I think it just feels a little bit fast. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to the landing. 4 frames on ones is like really not very much time at all. So probably you want probably at least 6. This arc is gorgeous though, so if we do the same thing we did last time, and I'll just do your frames in red. Look at this nice arc. It's even got a nice bit of ease at the end. And then landing is here. So we have like a little swoop. I'd probably just add in like... Hold on. You could get 2 frames in there, potentially, to add a little bit of easing. You might need to change the position of this one, potentially, so we can squeeze a few more frames in. Or maybe you can just push it a little bit closer, so that the easing stays towards the center. So, plus frame. Plus frame. Again, the hard thing being that when you're doing this with the footage underneath, that's going to put you 2 frames in the future, which means that the platform you're landing on is going to be here now. And then we have them getting up. Look at this head smear. Yeah! Smeared a head! Cool.
Okay, Wave, Nido.
Night night, Wave. I think I'd be tempted here to point the toe a little bit more here. And then brace the foot up for landing a little bit more here. But that's my cartoon sensibilities coming out. Like, you might want them to land a toe first because it's more graceful. So that's like a super subjective thing. Take it with a pinch of salt. This run is feeling pretty nice at the end too. There's something in this position here where I feel like they could be like leading forward a little bit more. So it feels less like they're kind of leaning back on that pose. If that makes sense. At the minute, it looks almost like a frame from a stumble.
Or like a landing from a jump. Are they is that when they're landing from the jump, or is that from?
No,
No,
because they're landing here, and then this is them getting back into the run.
Yeah, then I agree.
Yeah, it feels like the back should be thrown forward a little bit more. Is there anything you want me to give feedback on in this one, Mike?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I would say it if I saw it.
My stupid drawings all over stuff. Let me see if I can move this drawing so that it's not over the top of everything all the time. There we go. I'm just gonna delete this one because it's not really saying anything other than just nice line of action. And then we have this one. Also, just watch the leg positions there, I think, where the legs are coming up and concertinaing in. Feels really good. But then the leg positions going out don't match with the next frame's leg positions, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take this note off the screen so you can see better what I'm talking about. So this position of the legs unfolding doesn't feel like it really makes sense with the next position of the legs kind of being rotated forward with the pelvis and straightening out.
Yeah.
So I'd probably use this more to show like the twist of the pelvis going more in that direction. And then the legs are like unfolding here. Could even offset one of the legs slightly, might be nice. I think that would work a little bit better. What you have, just because it doesn't really feel like it's a natural in between these two positions at the minute. Watch leg positions. Sorry for the terrible writing. And add tweet. There, awesome job, Inky Pink. Awesome to see some body mechanics coming in too. Any words, Mike?
It's really cool. Sorry, no. I'm mostly like in a zen state, listening to you and learning. So I'm good. Really cool.
Awesome.
No, really, I'm like focused on what you're saying. I felt more like a viewer right there, just learning from you.
I hope it's helpful, some of it. Take what you find useful and leave the rest of the stuff. Is my advice.
And who do we have up next?
Is your run cycle okay? Yeah, I think your run cycle's feeling pretty good. Like, apart from this one position.
Oh, I forgot to bring up the
We've got passing, and then you could push forward a little bit more in that position. So between this and this. there. So yeah, you've got the foot still in the right position. I just connect that leg in a little bit more and then follow that all the way through like a line of action. So you can see that they're pushing forward as well. A little bit more like that. It's probably where I'd go with it, but that's my personal preference. And then this is nice. And then yeah, you're back to your contact then. Yeah, nice job. Oh no, bots. Ah, wanna become famous? Gawazi Kiel 296475. How did you know? My one desire. Redacted says, I wanna pee your pants. You can buy new trousers.
Thanks, Rizik. I still have to figure out how to ban and block people. I think I just figured it out there. But
So, we're gonna do Appleberries.
Appleberries.
And I like the title of this one, which is Dragon, 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 Dragon.
Nice. Nice.
Alright, let's have a look. Dragon! Oh, so fun! I love the bit here where it goes underneath the overpass and it does this little nice dip in its flight animation.
That's cool.
Yeah! Dragon, 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 dragon. So excited.
Anne-Marie Appleberry says, I learned how to animate over live action footage.
Way!
I think learning to deal with the limited amount of frames to show a clear action was a good challenge. I also wish I had more time to study animations of dragons, similar creatures, similar creatures, as that was my first time animating one. My glasses have I need to clean them so I can read them. I might look into different ways to design the way the wings work. Also trying to work on keeping my rough animations a bit more clear so cleanup is easier. Haha. Also, thanks so much for doing these challenges.
The eternal struggle. I hear you. Yeah, I feel like you kind of hit a stride with the animation. Like, this feels really nice. I really like the way that they streamline out their body as well when they're passing through this. Super nice. I feel at the very beginning, the movement here is a little bit confusing. So we have them come in, and then it's almost like they're facing partially toward Cam here. At least that's the way I'm reading it. Where I'm seeing like this is the center line of the body, and then the neck is like joined on here. And then the head would be like here-ish. But then here they are more angled away from us. But it's not really clear what's happened in between these two positions. I move this back. And then again we ping straight from this position into a position where we're again kind of facing the camera more in 3/4. and we're kind of going up, but then down, and then we're angled away from the camera again, with no real in-betweens to show how that rotation happened. So I think it's going to mainly be a thing about just like watching your arcs, and I think we can simplify this beginning movement to make it feel a bit clearer. So let me just trace what's going on, and we'll see what the arcs currently look like. Dragon man, I am a dragon man. Dragon man is flying through the sky. Do 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 do. Dragon, 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 dragon. One, two, three. Except that's like way bigger. I might do it in a different colour so it's a bit easier for me to tell the difference between.
We're big How to Train Your Dragon fans.
Yeah, we are.
At least of the first movie. We haven't seen the third. And the second one was okay.
Yeah, it was alright. Okay, so I think we could simplify this by having, because this first swoop, you can see the arc starting here. I think this is making sense. So what I'd probably do is just keep it going straight down to this frame. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then instead of ending up here on 1, end up here. And then you can start to turn away from the camera slightly and pull back. So we'd have maybe this instead. And then when we get to this frame, we can be pushing forward up here into the next flight position. So look at this mess, which is completely inexplicable. So let me see if I can kind of apply that in doodles over the top so you can kind of see what I mean a little bit easier. Doop-a-doop. So to be the dragon still like following this arc. Whoops. I hate it when I draw in the wrong frame. So frustrating. And its wings are coming up, so they would be up. And then it's gonna cushion into the end pose here, where it's gonna be facing us a little bit more. I maybe made it a little bit too high there. Let me bring it down Just a tad. So its wings are up. And then I'd start easing it downwards a little bit. Dragon, dragon, dragon. If you guys could have any type of dragon to like be your companion, that you could ride around on, and it was like a friend and also an adorable pet companion, what kind of dragon would you have?
Does it have to be a dragon that already exists?
No, you can tell me one of your own design if you like.
I just want to know what the scope of the question is. I came up with a dragon. It was a cloud dragon. I wouldn't know. I don't know if it would necessarily be the answer to this question, but it was formed from clowns.
From clowns?
Clouds.
Okay. I thought that's what you said at first, but then just then you sounded like you said clowns, and I was like, a clown dragon sounds terrifying. Why would you create such a thing? Okay. Whew. It's alright, everything's fine.
Clown dragon. It would be. That's the
Can you
character design
imagine?
brief.
No, it's not.
Clown dragon. I've decided.
No.
Honk honk.
I was thinking about the design brief before bed last night, which we will post today. And I think one of the best things to do would be to base it on folk tales that everybody knows.
Right.
Because then you can have like a full story with a theme and a moral that everyone is kind of familiar with to design around.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Abo's yelling Hades. That's not a folktale.
That's not a dragon. Hades' dragon would just be like a really attractive dragon.
Is there a character in Hades called Hades, or is it just the place Hades?
Hades is the place, I believe.
Because in myth, it's the place and the person.
Down, down, Hades town, way down into the ground.
Hades' is dad. Alright, okay.
Oh, Hades is dad.
Yeah, because his name is like Zagreus or something.
Zagreus! I'm looking forward to playing that. I have plans to play it with Devin when we're all off work. Devin's gonna give us all that sweet, sweet mythological knowledge as we're playing. I should ask her to sing the Zeus song as well that she made up about all of Zeus's children. Because there are so many of them.
Is this Grogu? No. What? Huh? He
Huh?
ain't Grog. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not Grog.
Apologies for not being Grog.
We're not the best boy. Much as we would like to be.
Wait. I was trying to see if the microphone picked up. I think the cable.
You think the cable is the problem?
Well, hopefully it's the cable and not the microphone.
Yeah, jeez.
I'm currently using the cable that we needed for our capture card.
So maybe the cable is dodgy.
Maybe the cable is dodgy.
Mike and I desperately holding on to the hope that the cable's the problem and not the microphone or the capture card because they're both expensive to replace. Let's see, I can get into that position more smoothly. So we'll start pulling the neck up here. In preparation! Okay. And then we're up here.
I think it's a USB to USB B.
There we go. So, this is my solution of arcs. And I think actually...
Or mini B, maybe. Mini B.
Mini B?
USB to USB mini B.
That we could move this up a little bit higher. Like this. And then I want this to linger a little bit more around this frame. To really cushion.
So what's your aim with repositioning this dragon? Is it to smooth out the motion?
It is, yeah. It's just an arc fix. It's just to try and give the motion like a feeling of more cohesion.
Okay.
I'm going to move this forward a little bit. So, excuse me fine-tuning it. And then this, we want to move this a little bit closer to where it was before. Because otherwise it feels like it's going to snap forward way too fast.
I think everybody wants this to be a winged version of your dinosaur.
Is that because I'm using exactly the same construction, which is just two
balls.
circles and a tail? Oh man. I'm gonna learn to draw dinosaurs, good you guys, and you're all gonna eat your words. So I'm gonna learn to draw the most realistic, fearsome dinosaurs. There we go, and then we can go into the swoop like that. Oh gosh, that might be my alarm in the bedroom. Poops.
I'll be right back.
Well, on the bright side, I don't think our flatmate will be woken up by it because he can sleep through anything. Like, our flatmate's alarm is people speaking really, really loudly on the radio, and he just sleeps through it. It's amazing. It's a skill. Mike's making a big deal about going to turn the alarm off. He's groaning and, like, making noises of effort as he walks slowly across the room. I put upon him a great burden. Oh man, keep drawing on the wrong layer. Very frustrating. Wrong frame even. Sorry that this feedback is... It's taking the long time. I just don't want to give bad advice, you know? I want to make sure that whatever advice I give actually works. Well, what am I even here for? Thank you, Mike. Oh, it's not my... It's not even... Did you bring up the tablet anyway?
No.
Just in case it goes off?
No.
Okay.
I couldn't see where the tablet was.
I think it was just, like, on the bed.
I didn't go into our room because I knew it wasn't.
Oh, I see. I see. You got outside the door and were like, this is not our alarm.
Yeah.
Well. So dragon needs to get smaller because dragon is going into distance now. So it's not perfect, but I think it's feeling a little bit better than it was, at least. I'm gonna adjust this just slightly here. Make it go a little bit further down and back. It's like a fine-tuning thing. If you take this advice, you'll have to fine-tune it yourself, I think, to make it feel real good. So I'm just looking at the main bulk of the body. And I think that feels a bit more cohesive. Well, I guess we'll see when we play it. Oh, the fear is real. That I'm going to have done all this and it'll look rubbish. But let's have a look anyway.
Yeah, feels like you bit off a lot of stuff to chew there.
We have to face what we've done. Yeah, so I think the bit down here maybe needs a few more frames. It feels a bit yeah, it feels a bit stoppy and starty.
Yeah, you want to have a thing where like it's falling but then it has to catch itself. And the forces equal out and then that kind of dragon eats out stuff.
Yeah. I'm just gonna change the duration on these a little bit. There we go, that feels a bit better. I basically just dragged out a few of the frames so that they're on 2s or 3s instead of 1s.
What the frick is wrong with... Did you give her any more food?
No, but she's stuck in the upstairs room, I think that's what it is.
I know, but why would she even want out? I've already fed her.
She
I'm
was
so annoyed with her today.
Oh man. So let me get rid of this terrifying diagram. Because honestly, it's kind of terrifying. So hopefully, like, I think that just feels a little bit more like you can track what the dragon's doing. I think this might need a few more frames as well. Don't bash her. Mike is wrangling the cat. I think you could play with these arcs even more. Because the bit going from here to here, I think needs some work that I've drawn on. I think it feels a bit fast still. And then this movement here with the dip down is super nice. Really like that. I like that you're tilting the body as well. That's nice. So like here you have this nice center line going down that you can see between the wings. I think it would help you as you're doing this to keep track of your center line. So you can like really see as you're easing it from one side over to the other. Yeah.
Please look at your chunky kitty.
She will be looked at. She demands attention. I think rather than dipping the head down here to anticipate going back up, you want to dip the body instead.
He's drip drying.
Just because that's the main mass of the creature. So anticipating going down with the head, when the body is the thing which is going to be moving up. Feels a little bit like just anticipating with your arms when you're going to jump. Like, the creature needs to anticipate with like the bulk of where its weight's going to be coming from, or the motivation for its movement's going to be coming from. So I'd say you either want to anticipate it with the wings, which would push the body down anyway, or you want to anticipate it with the body. Because those are the two driving forces of the movement. So I'd probably say if you push the body down a little bit here and really open those wings up, so when it flaps to move upwards, what's she doing? I can feel like she's like clawing at the chair I'm sitting on. Body down. Body down in anticipation. And then when you raise up here, you can like pushing those wings down. And then wings down, body up. I'm so scared. Mike's playing with her under my chair, and I can like hear the scratch of her claws on the wood, and my toe is like hanging over the edge, and I'm so scared. No! Mike's putting the cat toy on my foot. I will murder you, sir. Will you stop trying to get her to attack me? Okay. And I'm just going to add at the top here what this note was in case you don't get to see the stream. Watch. Oh, really?
Yeah, this is redacted.
Redacted? I didn't even know this was you. That's awesome. Thank you, dude. See, this is why it would help to have someone like, I don't know, watching the chat and being a conduit between me and them, since I'm drawing on the screen.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
That is what just happened. You went, if you happen to be watching the stream, and I said, they are. That's the conduit at work. Can't be like, oh, you should be doing this when I've already did it.
Well, I didn't know they were in the chat because you hadn't been communicating chat to me this whole time. You'd been trying to get the cat to attack me.
I'm so angry at you.
Or sitting in silence. You could be communicating to me what people are saying, or any questions people have, or letting me know whose this is.
This is redacted.
Thank you. Thank you, love. Watch and track arc.
Reading chat.
I only have 2 eyeballs and they both need to be looking at the same place for me to register an image. Much as I would love to be able to have 1 eyeball on the screen and 1 eyeball on the chat.
Alright.
What a skill. Watch and track arc over first little bit. I didn't mean to pull you out in a mean way, by the way, Mike. It would just be like super helpful and handy. He's giving me the silent treatment now. That'll go. Oh, he's putting grump faces into chat. Oh man!
It's really annoying when someone says, it would have been useful if you'd been doing this when you just did the thing that they like called you out for.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't think you were watching or reading the chat when you were saying it. Because you looked like you were playing with the cat when you said it.
Okay. No. What? Look, I was aware of who it was. You weren't aware of who it was.
Mm-hmm.
I was aware of who it was when they said, oh, it me. So
yeah.
I could have called it out then, sure. But I didn't know that you didn't know because as far as I knew, you have the chat open.
I do have it open. I just can't read it when I'm drawing.
I didn't know that.
I feel like this would have come up earlier in our relationship, the fact that I can't I can't on morning streams both draw and read the chat simultaneously. Is it a lazy eye if it's productive?
If you can't draw and read the chat, I don't know what the last 3 years have been. I understand if you're really hyper focused on doing Anna Morning drawing stuff. I get that.
I have to stop drawing to read it.
Yeah, I get you.
That's why there's lots of pauses when I'm animating and stuff. It's
Yeah.
because I have to stop drawing and look over at the other screen to read the chat.
Yeah, I get you. I just didn't know you hadn't been pausing.
Well, okay. Well, I'll pause from now on and read the chat.
No, I will communicate to you. I'm good. I'm good to do that now.
I don't want Mike to be grumbly and
Don't make me
grumpy.
do push-ups. I hate you.
I wasn't gonna. See, I got squats. Oh no. We got to squat together, Mike.
Oh, I'm gonna fart.
Squat for love. Hold on, guys. We're gonna be right back. We got to squat.
No.
I want to point out that Mike used his squats as an opportunity to hit me every time he went down into a squat.
No.
It's so mean.
Was not trying to hit you.
What were you doing?
Stroking you rapidly.
Stroking you
With
with
gravity.
force. Kursek says, Michael Doig! Oh no. This is it, guys. The relationship is over. Alright, I've hopped over to Generally Bananas, who I'm informed by the lower right title is a power director.
What?
That's what it say.
That's probably what they exported it from.
Power director. It's a pretty cool title though. Man, I wonder if they'll credit me on Mystic Crystal as power director. I'd like that. Power director. Alright, I'm gonna play it. Wow, cool. Run, little fox dude. That run cycle's really fun at the end there. Lots of force, really like it.
I feel like the somersault rotation point feels a little weird, but I'm not sure why.
Here.
Yeah. I think maybe it's
Oh,
because
I
they're rotating
see.
around the head.
Yeah, you're right. Right, you are, sir. Let's have a look from the beginning. So nice arc coming in. Makes sense. We have this this position where we are showing the weight squashing down.
Squish.
Squish. And then the body continues to travel down as the head looks up. I think you could push that a little bit more to get on our trace paper.
Redacted says, thank you, India.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much for submitting. So cool to see you guys work. You guys are like killing it so hard. It's like such a pleasure.
Where is the Pigu plush? They're saying about taking custody of Pigu.
Oh, do I get custody?
Where is he?
You'll never know.
Is he over there by you?
You'll never know.
Is he?
You
Oh,
see,
he is.
the reason why Mike doesn't know where he is, I'm exposing all your dirty secrets. All bets are off. This is it, guys. The end of the relationship. I'm just exposing all of Mike's dirty
Because
secrets
I
now.
throw it at her.
Yeah. Look, he's trying to undercut it by saying it first. The reason he never knows where it is
And
because
she's
he
mean.
uses it exclusively as a weapon to throw at me.
Pigus are dense, and they're good weapons.
I crafted that with my sweat and blood for you, and you just throw it at me.
Is it a voodoo doll?
No.
Is it some simulacrum of your love, full of your...
I would
Fluids.
never. So Pigu's with me. I got Pigu. I've taken custody.
Yeah,
Why? So you can throw him at me.
I'm not going to throw him at you. I just want to hug him.
My gosh, this
You
thing
have
is...
so many other plushes now.
I do, and I take care of all of them. And you know what Mike does? He throws them around, pushes them off stuff.
They're your lumpy boys, which you still have to take a photograph
I do
of.
still have to take a photograph of.
You have to do that today.
Here you are. Take the pig.
I love him.
Does anyone else have that weird thing where they they feel kind of bad for their plushed animals and don't like to throw them around or mistreat them because you kind of still feel a little bit like they might be like alive in a way?
Are you worried that some sort of future scenario turns up and it's like a Toy Story scenario and they're all plotting against you?
No, I just feel bad for being mean to them. It's like it's extremely easy for me to give inanimate objects feelings. It's like absurdly easy for me to become attached to something if you just give it a name or put googly eyes on it.
Wait, you mean it's not a bit?
No, I genuinely like...
So when I squish Jipu's
when you punch
head...
Jipu in the face and I'm like, no!
Let's clarify. It's usually just like a slight tap and you'll overreact to that. I never fully fully punch any of your plushes.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No,
because
I
you
don't.
know that it makes me squirm when you do it.
I don't
like
never
you doing
violent.
it.
I'm just
Yeah,
playfully...
you are. You throw them and punch them.
I don't
I
punch,
see you punch them. Well, you punch them with your eyes full of fire as you stare at me into my eyes with a grin on your face and go, see? And then you punch it again
No,
in front of...
No, I don't.
He came down last night to find that you'd leant the tablet up against Jipu's face. And I was like, no!
I thought that's why he was there.
No! He'd just fallen off the bed a little bit.
No, you thought he was a good prop. Let a resting place.
But Jipu though.
Jipu was watching it from the other side.
No, he wasn't. Oh my gosh. So I don't know whether that's... I don't think that's really Mike's fault. I think that's a problem I have with like attaching feelings to inanimate objects. Like, it's not necessarily Mike's fault if he throws away like a bottle and I'm like, no, that had googly eyes on it. Sir Threepwood, how could you? Like, it's not Mike's fault.
No wonder you spend so much time naming all your Pokemon.
I don't spend a lot of time doing it. Like, names come easy to me.
Oh.
Do you not name your Pokemon?
Only the ones I intend to train and keep.
Oh my gosh, like you just leave some of them with the name of the species.
Yeah, to fill out the Pokedex.
What? Okay, people in chat, how many of you name all your Pokemon? How many of you name some of them? And how many of you are complete sociopaths and don't name any of your Pokemon?
I named some of them, the ones I intend to train as a team.
Kurzak does what Doig does in Pokemon.
India's playing Sword right now, and she's got this little bug thing. She's called it Justin.
Why did you name your prisoners? I mean, I do feel bad for them. Good point. Evelyn says I don't name them all because I treasure their natural names. That's an incredibly wholesome reason not to name all of them. I only name the first of their kind that I keep. I name every single one! Even duplicates!
Yeah, she's got Doober and Goober.
My two Electrikes. And if I get another one, it'll be Scuba or something.
Why would you get another one? Do
Well,
you catch every Pokemon you face?
no, but sometimes if I get... sometimes if I feel like... Man, I have problems.
Are you like, sometimes if I feel like one of them will be lonely, I'll catch another one to keep it company
No.
in the PC storage system?
Sometimes it kind of feels like they want to be caught a little bit. Like if it chases me out of the grass and I'm like, oh, I can't run away from you though. Look at you, want to be caught. That's why
That's
you're
really
following me.
endearing. It's like storytelling. Sometimes
knows
they
how
just
to
want to be
manipulate me.
caught.
You know? That's all. That's so sinister. No, like, because they run after you. Like, I'll be training in the grass, and then I'll leave the grass, and they'll run after me.
They're meant to.
I know. Do you catch pigeons in real life? Pigeons in real life don't often follow me and like feel like they try to make friends with me. Do I hate Zubats? I love Zubats. I love all the bat Pokemon. Bat Pokemons are amazing. Man. And here I was thinking that I was going to expose you for being weird. And all that happened is I exposed myself for being weird. I think you could push this pose forward a little bit to give a bit more spring in the step. The problem is that it's way too easy for companies to convince me that things have feelings and make me care for them just by saying one thing or making them like look cute or something.
How do you feel about Piggy?
I love Piggy.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I got scared. I thought you were gonna throw Piggy or something.
No, not.
I thought you were gonna expose my feelings and then throw him.
I don't mean the plush one. I mean the digital one that I made.
I like Piggy.
You love the plush one.
Yeah.
And you like the one
Yeah.
that I made. Okay. Is that because you can't hold the game one?
Partially, yeah. It's also partially because I feel like I'm playing as Piggy.
Right.
I don't feel like Piggy is like a companion
Okay.
that I have in that game.
I mean, they're going to be a companion in the Joust game.
Yeah, and maybe when I'm playing as the cat and customizing my pig, I'll be like, I love my pig. You know, right now, because we're running around as Piggy, I feel like I'm embodying Piggy. I am become Piggy.
Okay, I get you.
Destroyer of watermelons.
Adder Lovely says, that's when I fell in love with my first Yamper. I was walking down the route to the doctor and I saw a Yamper just sitting in the road and I walked up to it and it yapped at me and my heart ached. And I was like, okay, you're mine. And I used a quick ball and she became my powerhouse of my team.
You see? Because the little program things that they put into it just to like make it bark or something and you're like, okay.
Will there be a plush skin for the digital Piggy? I mean,
I don't know if you guys would want a plush skin for this. Like, the plush was made with a lot of love. Okay?
great.
But,
He looks so concerned and distressed all the time.
yeah. So the Piggy was made with a lot of love, but I've never made a plush before. That's the first plush I've made. So the construction on the Piggy isn't the best. Like, there are a couple of places where I may have spilled ink on some of the material and it stained it. Or the stitches that should have been on the inside or on the outside, or, you know, things such as this.
He's great though.
So yeah, so Mike was right about the rotation feeling like it's coming from the head here.
Yeah.
You want the rotation to feel like it comes from the body. So if we just track the body over these shots here. I think the
Pork
problem is
skin,
that you're...
no.
I'm sorry?
Pork skin for Piggy. No.
Pork skin. Sausage roll skin. Is you're pushing the body over in this direction while the head is doing the slow, subtle movement, whereas I kind of feel like you want it the other way around. You want the trackable thing to be the body that's moving a bit slower because it's got more mass, more weight to heft around. So, let's see. I would probably do something a little bit more like keeping the head in roughly the same space. Which is what you did. I don't know why I put it further over there. Weird.
Oh, good luck, Habbo. Habbo's got a meeting over voice and video later tonight, and they're very nervous.
Oh, really? Oh, Habbo!
Good
I don't
luck.
know what it's for, but that sounds exciting. You'll do great. Best of luck. You got this.
If it's not NDA, tell us all about it.
Be your usual charming self. But yeah, anyway, this is my need to give all inanimate objects personalities is like the bane of my life, honestly.
I understand now why you name your plants.
Yeah. I name everything I can get away with naming, dude. Like, you've got to be careful what you personify in front of me.
Okay.
Stop looking for things to personify. I can see you. Whoops. Okay, so here we are. So this is what I would do with the flip here. Does that make a bit more sense to you, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah. I
It's
think
still
so.
kind of rotating around the head, but the focus is on tracking the body, and it feels like the body's kind of dragging the head a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should love and care for your hamster.
Heck yeah. Dangerous sponge. Guys, I just got a hamster. What should I do with it? Oh, make it a maze. When I had a hamster, I used to take all of the used toilet roll tubes that I had that were
Oh,
left
yeah.
in the bathroom, and I would like make a maze. I'd get like a big Tupperware box and put like lots of soft stuff in the bottom, and then make like a maze and hide bits of food around it so it would
That's cute.
go around.
Keep it for rations. Just kidding. Love it forever.
Yeah, the run is really nice. The only thing I'd say is that maybe this position the pelvis juts forward a little bit too much,
Maybe not far enough.
because it makes it kind of feel like I don't know, it's hard to explain, like if I was running like pelvis first, you know.
Well, maybe they have to counterbalance the tail.
So I'd probably just even that out just a little bit. Like that. And then have it continue to travel forward here.
I just thought of programming a thing where it is text box of a piggy and it says, "Daddy, am I dying?"
Look, it was important for me to establish the stakes of the situation, okay?
Daddy, am I dying?
Yeah, so just here again, same thing. It's just to watch that pelvis position.
Imagine a giant monster placed you in a hedge maze. That's what you did to your hamster.
Now feed yourself.
I'd probably like that. Is the problem. I'd be like, I will complete your hedge maze and be the best at it.
You're a competitive survivalist.
I've always wanted to do a hedge maze.
You've never been in a hedge maze.
No, not a proper one. Not one which isn't just like you figure it out in 2 seconds because it's tiny.
Right. Okay.
Whoops. Let me just right here. Watch pelvis.
I was at a place that had a hedge maze, and part of the hedge maze had like a water section.
Whoa!
and I fell in.
Oh no!
And so
Young
the
Doig!
teacher had to let me borrow their trousers.
Wait, does that mean the teacher didn't have any trousers on?
I think we were on a multiple day trip, so we had clothes with us, but I didn't have any clothes.
Why did you not
Sure.
have any clothes, whereas everyone
At the
else
park.
did?
I don't know why they had to
Okay.
change with them. Maybe because they thought there was water and they might fall in. I think they had no, it was shorts. It was like water trunks shorts.
So how did you fall in?
I tried to jump and I missed.
You tried to jump over it.
Yeah,
Oh, you're so cute.
I hit the edge.
And that was the day I died.
No, I jumped and hit the edge with my feet, but I didn't manage to get all of my balance forward over the edge. So I hit the
Cheated.
edge and then I just
Fell backwards.
fell backwards into it.
Was it super shallow though?
Yeah, I think it only went up to my. I think I started to overbalance, and when I realized that I was just falling, I kicked backwards.
So you didn't end up falling. You just ended up with your pants getting wet.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's hilarious. How was the hedge maze? So you've been to a proper hedge maze?
I wasn't that it wasn't. It was okay. I didn't get lost or anything.
You didn't get lost. Well, what's the point of a maze if you know where you're going all the way through it?
It's trying to bite your finger. It's crawling up your arm.
Oh, you have it with you right now.
Yeah, we're listening to Dangerous Sponge interact with their. It's like, guys, I'm gonna open the cage. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
It's crawling up my arm.
Okay. Well, Dangerous Sponge, it will only bite until it gets used to you. Don't worry. Like as you make friends with it, it will become friendlier toward you.
Then I'll poop on you.
I think you might be claiming its territory. Name your child. Oh.
What's the hamster's name?
Dangerous Sponge says, I know I like animals, but I don't know why I got a hamster when I'm scared of rodents. Dangerous Sponge. Maybe this will be the thing to make you less afraid of rodents.
You overcome your fear.
Mm-hmm. I think we can keep the hamster name Hamster. Dark Vault, no! You have to name all your Pokemon.
I wonder if anyone's named their dwarf hamster Gimli or something.
I think there will be thousands of people who have named their dwarf hamster Gimli.
Okay. Whatever, man. Foreign.
We might have to finish these last two off tomorrow.
No, we finished them off today.
Okay, but I have some stuff to do and it's 10:30.
No, I'm not doing this tomorrow. I want to work on Piggy.
You can. There's only 2 to do.
You've only done 2 today.
I haven't. I've done.
What's the other 2?
I did Hinkapink, General Bananas. I did Appleberries. And I did this one. I did Cavi.
So which ones do we have left?
We have Habos, and we have this one.
Okay.
I did like 4 today.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I do want to keep going. It's just like I can't.
Yeah, I get you.
I can't sacrifice my work for it when I gotta go and have a shower or a bath,
Okay.
grab something to eat, and then I got to finish off some revisions from last night before I hop on to the next. batch
I
of
get
work.
you. I get you. We'll end. It's okay. Cool. Fine.
Well, you made me feel bad about it. Though.
No, I won't.
I feel like I need an apology, or at least like a kiss and a hug.
A kiss and a hug.
A kiss and a hug. I'm very sad.
I just don't want Anna mornings to be like 3 days a week from now on again. So
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the morning stream was spent looking at Pigu.
No, it wasn't.
Like 10 minutes of it.
Like 10 minutes of it.
Well, that 10 minutes I was here, and then like 10 minutes before that.
Okay.
I'm giving him the sad
Yeah,
sad
you are.
face.
Yeah, you are. Let's find someone to raid. I feel like we should make the character design and a morning challenge like a 2-week thing again.
No!
It's already Tuesday.
It
I
is,
thought
and we're
it was
gonna...
Wednesday.
It's only Tuesday, and we're gonna put up the challenge today, so... You know? And hopefully it won't take quite as long as, It won't take quite as long as an animation challenge, because it's one image, essentially.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
true.
It doesn't need to be super clean. Ada Lovely says, may I recommend Sam Santala to raid? He's a neat artist.
You wanna go back out into the cold? Oh.
More than ever. Who? Sam Santala. Sam Santala. Let's check them out.
Sam Santala, Sam Tala, Tala, Sam Tala, Sam Santala, Tala.
I saw someone had like a reward thing on their stream, which was like decide who the next raid was gonna be, and I think that's cool because it means I don't have to decide anymore. Let's see, Sam Santala.
Sam Tala, Tala.
Oh, it's cool. Painting Dragonborn ladies. Creature concept artist and founder of Songhorn Art Outsourcing Studio, Finland-based, lover of doggos, monster girls, and exobiology. Sounds great. Cool. Yeah, let's do it. Raid. I've initiated the raid. I'm putting us into fanfare mode.
Yar har fiddle-dee-dee.
Gonna raid Sam Santala, we be.
Do what you want, cause Sam Santala is free.
You are a venture. We
Alright.
had a couple of bot attacks, but Kurzik managed to swat them away. Swipe them. Snipe them? Snipe them. I'm like, swat? Swipe?
Snipe.
What? Alright, we're gonna head off ski.
But we will be back tomorrow.
Everybody have an awesome day.
And if you're new here, you can check out our link tree and check out any of our links and follow us elsewhere if you like and stuff. Follow us on Twitter and check out our Patreon because there's cool information there and it's useful and it's great stuff. We're headed off now. May the rest
Of your day
be filled
with adventure.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.